Hey sisters, so in 2002, I had to escape for my life from a very tumultuous and emotionally abusive first marriage. The reason I share this story is to give you strength. I did a post yesterday talking about, I'm doing a 6-part series titled Debunking the Lies That the Black Church has told the Black woman. And one of the lies, and I've witnessed, Daisy, hush. One of the lies that I witnessed firsthand is telling Black women that they have to stay in bad marriages because God hates divorce, and that they just need to submit more to their husbands, or they need to be more sexual with their husbands, or anything like that. Always putting the blame and the onus on the woman. And the bottom line is that man just is no good. And you can believe God away from him. You don't need no man beating on your ass, lying to you, messing, playing with your mind, just because you're going to stay with him, because God hates divorce. God created divorce for reasons, so you can get the hell out of there. So back in 2002, I was married to someone, let's just call him KS. And I didn't know him very well, honestly. I was at the point in my life where I was tired of being single. I was just dating, and I was just like, and the truth is, ladies, I wasn't even attracted to this dude. He wasn't even my milieu. He wasn't even what turned me on, got me hot. You understand? It's just, I was just whatever. And so I eloped with him. Anyway, even when we were dating, I saw signs that he was very possessive and very moody. He would get very jealous and walk away or leave out the room if I started talking to someone else. Just unstable shit. And so I eloped, and then I moved to where he lived. He lives in somewhere in Virginia. It was in a very rural area in Virginia. And I just knew it was off. It just didn't feel right. He would do little things like Jimmy rigged the mailbox so he would know if I checked the mail. And you got to remember, back in 2002, a phone bill would come in the mail, right? And it would show all the numbers that you called and you dialed. And so for some reason, he never wanted me to get the phone bill. So one day I was like, man, F this. And so I went and I saw, he had hid it on top of the refrigerator, actually. And I went, and something said, no number God, something said, go fill up there on top of the refrigerator. And so I did, and I saw the phone bill, and it had phone number of this one number kept coming up a lot. And it just happened to be a woman. Later on, I found out it was a lady he had been dealing with. Actually, he slept with her even the morning that we had eloped. So, and little things would happen. One thing, when men want to control you, they try to stop your bag. They try to stop your money. So he was like, Angela, you don't have to work no more. And so I stopped working. And then at the time, I didn't have a car because it had a beat up little, because my car just was a hoopty, as they used to call it. And so he was like, just forget about that car. I got a few cars, we'd be fine. So I was like, okay, cool. One day I was in one of the bedrooms, because we had it was like a 6-bedroom house. And so I was in one of the bedrooms behind one of the beds. Again, God will tell you stuff. That's why, as women, I'm telling you, listen to your discernment. If God tells you leave that man, it's reason. If God tell you that man's cheating, he cheating. If God tell you that man has got something going on, believe it. So God said, look behind the bed. Now, why would I go look behind the bed? I looked behind the bed, and there were a pair of thongs. Now, I'm a thick girl, okay? So those thongs were like a size, I don't know, what were they? Maybe a size 3 or 4. They were small. Clearly wouldn't fit me. And so I asked him about it. And of course, nigga gonna lie, he was like, well, they belong to my daughter. And I'm like, how would your daughter leave thongs in the house? And your daughter hasn't been to the house like that. All right, cool. Stay tuned for part 2.